bring back Shawn Michaels.
Mayor King.
And then you have the fucking World Cup tournament that's supposed to tell us the best in the world. What the fuck is this tournament? Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, what is the purpose of this tournament? Exactly?
According to what they said on SmackDown, because they said over. By the way, apparently, fuck, I always forget who hosted SmackDown. Who was that? Tom Phillips.
Oh, Tom Phillips. Yeah.
He apparently was told to completely make the point that this tournament is to determine the best in the world. Here's my problem, and this is brought up. Number one, what are the World Championships for then? If that's the case. That's number one. And number two, here are the combatants currently for the World Cup. John Cena, Kurt Angle, Jeff Hardy, and Randy Orton. You better tell me.
Wait, what country Randy Orton's
Randy Orton beat Big Show. Randy Orton beat Big Show on Tuesday.
No, Big Show was supposed to be on this. What the hell?
Randy Orton beat. I don't think Big Show wanted to fly to Saudi Arabia. I think that's what that is. I don't think Big Show wanted to fly to Saudi Arabia. Why would a big guy like him want to get on a plane? Like, why would he want to get on a plane to Saudi Arabia?
But he's the closest thing to Yokozuna.
Well, Braun Strowman was in the main event. Braun Strowman was in the main event.
And he's not going to win.
No, he's not. But we'll get to that next. We'll get to our next show talking about Ground Troll predictions. But that's what the World Cup's for. And next week we're having a match on SmackDown 1000, and we'll get into that in a little bit between Rey Mysterio and Shinsuke Nakamura. Which on paper is interesting. That's fantastic on paper, and we'll get to that later. But like, that's what this is for. What the hell? So I will ask this, and I don't try not to get serious on this show that much. But how do you feel about going to Saudi Arabia a second time this year?
I mean, if this is the new normal for a while, then okay. But I mean, especially with like what's been going on recently.
Exactly.
I'm a little weary.
Yeah, I'm kind of like it's kind of gross to go back out there right now. You know,
a little bit.
I don't like it. It's weird, and I understand the money, and I get it. And I'm one of those people, and I'm honest here. I don't pay attention to the news, and I try to keep politics out of my wrestling. And I'm glad they don't bring up like Trump on WWE television, because they could if they wanted to. But they don't want to.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer, and they could, but they decided not to because Linda McMahon works for him. So technically, they had all right to bring it up on their programming, and decided to not bring it up for obvious reasons. For the divisive purpose of what it is. But yeah, we can do deals with the Saudi Arabia prince? Like, I don't get it.
I mean, and now here's the other thing that worries me is that they're locked into this crazy-ass contract.
Yeah, for the next decade.
Who's to say that, if they don't make him happy, what would he do?
Exactly. What are you going to do next year? And my other problem here, Shawn Michaels coming back should be a big deal. And he should be coming back at WrestleMania. But we're doing it here.
Yes.
We're doing it here. I would even accept coming back at like a Survivor Series. Like, I'd accept that. You know what I mean? I would totally accept it. But we're doing it here. And it feels weird. Like, it doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's almost like these shows don't count. Because, like, the Greatest Royal Rumble, that show didn't count.
Right.
It didn't mean anything. Like, Braun Strowman didn't bring back that title belt. He didn't bring it home with him. I guarantee you, it's almost like I'm willing to bet that the green title belt that Braun Strowman won at the Greatest Royal Rumble is like at a trophy case in the Prince's like cabin or something. I can totally see that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Like it's so ridiculous. I don't know. It bothers me, and we'll get more into it on our next show. But it's like, I want to hear Dad's opinion on this in our next show. Because our next show we'll talk about Evolution and Crown Jewel. That's weird. By the way, another question. Do you find it weird that Crown Jewel is happening 4 days after an all-women pay-per-view?
I thought it was a little odd, but, it's probably the whole thing that, well, if the women are getting their own pay-per-view, then men are getting their own pay-per-view.
But it's different, though. From there. I think there's a difference because the women are getting pay-per-view because the women are getting pay-per-view. The men are getting this show because they have to.
Well, yeah.
Not because they want to. Because the women pay-per-view is more of, we want to give this to you. We're giving this to you. There's now 2 women. There's going to be 2 referees that are women. And we're joking around about men on this show. I was talking to Mandy about this. I will accept Little Nate as a referee because he likes doing Charlotte's matches. I'll accept that.
Little Nate.
I will accept Michael Cole on commentary mainly because him, Beth Phoenix, and Renee Young are amazing on the Mae Young Classic. I'll accept that. Mm-hmm. But other than that, I'm not accepting many other men on this show. Other than that. You know what I mean? Because there's 2 referees. I think there's the 3rd one being trained down at NXT, so you can bring her up. There's enough women now that you don't have to have many men on this show at all. Whatsoever.
It's true.
We even have 2 freaking ring announcers. If you didn't want to just have JoJo do all the ring announcers, we have 2 women ring announcers now. There's one in NXT. So... we have enough people to make it work. Anyway, we'll get into that on our next show. Okay, so back to your favorite hour of Raw in a very long time.
Oh God, I was creaming all over the place.
First things first, we opened up with obviously the DX weirdness, and then Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush come out. First of all, you were on the last show. What's your thoughts on Lio Rush?
He's like that annoying little gnat that flies around your head and you can't get rid of him.
People were comparing him to like a what was the joke? I was listening to the Taz show earlier. I haven't listened to the Taz show much, but I listened to the Taz show. Who was the guy with the whistle? Bill Alfonso. Bill Alfonso.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, and apparently Taz never heard the whistle in any of those matches. He never heard the whistle. He was so zoned in. He never heard it. So I wonder if Bobby Lashley even hears what Lio Rush is saying during the match.
Yeah, who knows?
I'd love to know. Knowing that Taz never heard the whistle. RVD never heard the whistle. Never heard it. He had no idea until he watched the match back how annoying it was.
Yeah.
So, Lio Rush is Lio Rush. And then Bobby Lashley comes out. And apparently, from what I took of this, we had a double turn. Where Kevin Owens is now a face, and Bobby Lashley is a heel. Lashley is a heel with Lio Rush as his...
Lashley.
That was so annoying. With Lio Rush as his voice. I have no problem with this heel turn whatsoever. Nope. I think this is what Lashley should have been doing this whole time.
Yeah.
Because for those who don't know, Lashley was a fantastic heel in TNA. Fantastic heel over there. Like, to the point where, I don't know if you've ever seen this. Did you ever see the, what show is it? Maybe the full, like, Impact show that the Hardys hosted at their compound? Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
Well, that show had Bobby Lashley fighting in a forest. Which was weird.
As you do.
But, to his credit, he had a match that literally went into a forest and lasted 55 minutes in a forest. But he never broke character. I give him credit. The man never turned it off the entire time. He's in this really strange universe and never turns off the heel persona the entire time. It was amazing to watch. So I think he can pull this off rather well. And the fact that he got into, like, Balor and Bayley's face. And, like, if you're going to be a heel, go to your two people that are, like, one of your top faces on the company. You might as well go right to their face and bother them. It worked. It really worked.
Yeah.
So then, the next thing that happens was, I forgot, I took this off for some reason. The bell, I'll get to the bells in a second, because the other thing, I'll do the bells now. The bell is turned on Ronda Rousey.
As you were expecting.
And I predicted that weeks ago. And you were yelling at me literally 5 minutes before it happened. I texted you, and this is where Nikki turns on Ronda. I said that 5 minutes before it happened. You're on that again. And then it happened.
I'll take a screenshot of the chat to prove it.
And there it is. It happened again. I predicted it 5 minutes before it happened. Well, I'm expecting it at Super Showdown. I really was expecting it there. So,
right.
And it happened on Raw. I guess the bells work as heels. I mean, I thought they were heels this whole time, but I didn't think this was a turn. I really didn't think this was a turn.
I think they work better as heels. I always liked them
especially
better
Nikki,
as heels.
Especially Nikki. Nikki comes off as a natural heel. She's such a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, she's such a bitch, and that's not a bad thing. It works really well. She's the top heel on her own freaking television show. I mean, Total Bellas, she's pretty much the top heel on that show. I don't watch it anymore, but I've heard that. Like, I've heard that on Total Bellas. And she's the biggest bitch on her own show. So, that was that. So we had the Bellas, and that led to the Big Evolution announcement. And we'll get to that in a second. But then we had Mickey come out. Well, we had Trish Stratus come out to come to the ring and talk about Alexa Bliss. And then Alexa and Mickey came out. And they start talking. And originally, the matches were supposed to be Trish versus Alexa and Mickey versus Lita. I'm not quite sure what happened. But instead, apparently Mickey decided to challenge Trish to a tag match. Which, okay. It was random as hell. And then for some reason, Lita just happened to be in the back to come out.
You know, as you do.
I just said it to you. I'm like, I know what's coming, and I see what's coming, but I'm still ecstatic because of Lita. I'm still happy as hell because of Lita. But that led to a match announcement for Evolution. How do you feel about the tag match instead of singles?
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think I'm more hyped for them combining the two matches into a tag match than them doing them separately.
I agree.
I think it's going to be more entertaining.
I personally like it. By the way, this is Salute by Little Mix in the background. This is the Evolution team.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, I actually listened to the lyrics of this song. Boy, this fits the pay-per-view so well. This fits it so well. Like, oh my God. If you listen to the lyrics of this song, it is telling the story of this pay-per-view in the lyrics form. Like, it's perfect.
Okay.
Absolutely perfect. I don't hear that very much about, like, poppy music for the theme songs of these shows, but this fits so well. So our cards so far, like I said, we'll get into predictions on our next show, but our cards so far, we have the Raw Women's Championship, Ronda versus Nikki, which is really strange. But also on SmackDown, we were supposed to, okay, so SmackDown opens, and we're having Becky Lynch versus Charlotte for the Women's Championship to open SmackDown. And they got 25 minutes to open SmackDown for a title match.
Wait, so there was like no like interview or anything?
No, it was show starts, Becky Lynch's music is playing, and their ring announcers in the ring saying, this match is for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Okay, cool.
Straight up, like right after that show started. It was fantastic. They were given 25 minutes, 2 commercial breaks. One of them was an inset thing so we can watch the match along. It was a fantastic match. So much better than the Super Showdown match. It was so great. The great match, and the stipulation was that Becky got DQ, she lose the belt.
Right.
To try to get counted out. Charlotte wouldn't let her. And then being a double count out. Which is fine. It happens. Double count out. And then, this is where things get interesting. Becky tried to walk away, and I got my belt back. No problem. Walks up the ramp. Charlotte didn't want her to. Charlotte was pissed. So she chases down Becky. Becky's trying to get away. And then Charlotte, Edge would be proud of this spear. Like, that's how good this spear was. She spears Becky through the LED board on the ramp. Destroys the middle of the LED board. Like, destroys it for the rest of the night. Like, you can watch Mixed Match Challenge on Facebook, and the LED board is still broken.
Yes.
Like, if you want Mixed Match Challenge later in the night. The LED board's destroyed. And, which, by the way, shows when they filmed 205 Live, because they filmed 205 before SmackDown now, so the LED board was fine for Wednesday's show. I thought that was funny. But, so they destroyed the LED board, and Charlotte actually ended up cutting her hand on the glass from the LED board.
Wow.
Like, it was bad. And so Paige announces that at Evolution, we're going to have a last women's standing match between Becky and Charlotte.
Yes.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I really am. So then we also have the tag match that we just discussed. We also have the NXT Women's Championship between Kairi Sane and Shayna Baszler. Mm-hmm. And we also have the Mae Young Classic Finals.
Yes.
And that's so far. That's already 5 matches already. That's a lot of matches already booked. So, that's crazy. I'm looking forward to Evolution more and more as we get closer.
I can't wait.
I'm so excited about it.
I honestly wish I can go.
Quick promotion here. In 2 weeks, if you want to hear about Evolution talk, in 2 weeks I got a treat for you. We're doing our show. Normal recording time for us, nothing out of the ordinary. Normal Thursday morning recording for us. But on the Friday. Do you want to